right. We are live. Thank you, everyone,
Hello.
for hopping on to learn a little bit more about what we do as coaches and what this whole shenanigan thingy is about. So, we've shared our stories. And if you haven't watched that part, be sure to go back and watch that other video where we share our stories and we tell you a little bit more about us. But today we kind of want, because like the biggest question we get is like, what do you do as a coach? Like, so if you are like an outsider looking in on our social media stuff, you see probably that we show our workout clips, we show our products that we use every day, our superfood shake, my mom crack that I can't live without, or Melanie calls it her spirit juice, or our BCAAs. Like we have lots of products, and so we talk about that. So looking from the outside in, you're probably like, well, I know they work out, and I know that they drink these shakes, but what else do they do? So we kind of wanted to dive in and just share a little bit about. And so, the first and foremost, we are a product of our products because you can't sell a product that you don't believe in or use, right? Like, so, trying to think of an analogy or something. So, let's say that you go and you work at Walmart, but you really don't like Walmart, but you're there to like work at Walmart because that's where you got the job, but you really don't like it. But you love Target. Like if you could just get a job at Target, you would just be so happy because you love Target and you talk about Target all day long. Well, that's kind of like what we do as coaches. Like we have to fall in love with the product, the process, the programs, the workouts, because that's how we connect this business to ourselves and to be able to help other people connect in that same way. So, being a product of our product is like the number one thing. You have to love the products in order to share them with other people, because otherwise, you won't be, I'll just be straight honest, like, you're not going to be successful in this business if you don't love, and of course, my internet's being unstable right now, if you don't love the products, bottom line. So that's the number one thing is that we find a program that's going to work for you and we get you in it and you start your journey and basically you share your journey with everyone around you. Oh, that was a short nap. It's totally fine. That you share with everyone around you. Like you share the the good, the bad, the ins, the outs, the ugly, the not ugly. Like you share everything alongside your journey because we want people to understand that working out, um, you have to be consistent at it to get those results. You have to follow the system to get those results. And the thing that's really cool about Beachbody is that they've already tried these programs and tested them for 2 years behind the scenes before they roll them out onto our Beachbody on Demand platform to do the workouts. Because they want them tested, tried, and true to do what they say that they're going to do. So they're very innovative and they're always working on a product that will launch. It'll be like we have a products like, for example, they're launching in the spring. They've been working on these products behind the scenes in like very quiet, hush hush um, places. And they've tried them, they know the market trends and stuff like that. And then they roll them out for us to use and to help our clients with and for us to get results. So that's what's great about it is that you know if you go and you pick a program and you follow it and you do it every single day, you're going to get the results because they've tried it, they've tested it, and they know it works. So bottom line, that's like the coolest thing about it. Whereas if you were to go into a gym, you might dabble on this, dabble on that, and hope that coming out in 6 weeks that you're going to have some kind of results. When really most people just end up frustrated, confused, and like, what the heck? I'm just going to go eat the ice cream and get the gym, you know? So that's what I love. And I also love that they back them 30-day money back guarantee because we want the customers to be happy We want the customers to get the results. And so they are already guaranteed. And like that confidence that it gives me as the coach is like amazing, because I have come from the fitness industry where I have, you know, tried to come up with my own programs and like threw spaghetti at the wall and hope it stuck and it would work for my client. Whereas this is like within a couple weeks, people are already seeing a change in their body. They're already seeing a change in their energy and how they feel. And so they become addicted to that feeling. And so they keep showing up, and they keep like going from one program to the next program to the next. And it creates this domino effect that's so empowering to be able to help people live and feel good from the inside out. And so that is like the number one thing that we do as coaches. Like the most important thing is that you show up every day and you give your journey the very best that you can give it, because that will sell to people as you share your story. So number one thing, we are a product of the product. We work out, we drink our shakes, and we share it with people. That's number one. Melanie?
All right. Well, I'm going to talk about, were you going to touch on PD?
Oh, I can later. Yeah. Can we do it right now?
Okay, good. Well, basically, so you shared about your journey and about your basically commitment to your workouts and the products that you use and that you love, that how they're working for you. But people are not going to just flock to you unless you have some amazing transformation that is, you know, big, and you learn about how to share about it, that it's not just physical transformation but also mental transformation, which is what Ariane will talk about, the personal development part. But you have to still invite people, because people, they might be amazed or impressed by what you're sharing, and the transformation, small or big, is impressing them, but they're still, most people are hesitant or shy about reaching out to somebody. So you have to invite them, because there's this analogy about a party. Would you just, if you have a birthday party, would you just post a message on Facebook and hope that people come to your birthday? Because people are not going to know that you actually specifically meant them unless you actually invite them with a personal message. So that is what we do behind the scenes. And if you're wondering, well, who do I invite? Because sometimes people say, I don't want to bug my friends and family. Well, here's the thing. Number one, if you found that the products are working for you and the workouts are working for you and you're having amazing results, not just physically on the outside, but mentally, you're feeling happier and more energy, why wouldn't you invite your loved ones, right? So definitely don't hold back from inviting your loved ones. But at some point, you're going to run out of people that you know personally who want to support you on your journey and who you can invite. And then you want to reach out to people out in the world. And the fact is, everybody needs to work on their health and their mindset, because well, healthcare is just not guaranteed, and everybody seems to at some point get sick in one way or another. So the best thing you can do is to prevent illnesses and disease. But how do you find those people? Well, that's how you use social media, because you can reach out to people that you feel are maybe somebody that you would like to hang out with. And it doesn't have to be that specific, but just somebody that you find maybe through hashtags or groups that you're part of, where you feel, okay, that person is possibly my kind of person, and you either friend them or you follow them. And if they do follow you back, say for example on Instagram, then you connect with them, and you don't have to be creepy about it. You basically just say hi and maybe share a little bit about your life. You don't want to jump just in with, I'm a Beachbody coach, but maybe invite somebody to be part of your challenge. And that's something that we teach you, exactly the different ways to go about inviting somebody that you have connected with on social media. Because the truth is, and unfortunately, I don't know the statistics, but the research has shown that people have less and fewer friends. A lot of people just feel lonely, and a lot of people don't feel supported in whatever goals they have. So if you are someone who's reaching out, trust us that most people will actually just appreciate that somebody is talking to them in just just be normal. Don't be creepy. don't sell or don't send a picture of your latest sale, but actually just tell people about what you are doing, and you'll be taught exactly how you use, for example, Instagram stories or Instagram posts or Facebook. And all of that is something that is actually super, super simple, but you do have to put in the work, and you have to, there's different ways of doing this. You can either track time, or you can track number of connections, but you do want to make that a daily part of, at least 5 days a week, a daily part of your coach activities, if that makes sense.
Yes. Sorry, I had to mute myself. My kids came home. And that's the beauty of this business, is that you can literally work it in the pockets of time. You can work it when it works for you. And no one's perfect. Like, we're learning and growing and always becoming better and evolving. And I think that's probably my favorite part of this business more than anything, is just the growth mindset that we get, because one of our vital behaviors that we do every day as coaches is called personal development. So that's listening to podcasts, that's listening to books, that's reading books, that's like putting positive things into your brain, which we totally need in today's world. Because if you were to go outside and to pay attention to what people are saying and doing around you, 9 times out of 10, it's probably negative and not very uplifting. And that is just like putting yourself in a black hole. Who wants to live in a black hole? Like, life is already ups and downs as it is. Let's not throw more negativity into it. So that's what I love about coaching, is that this opportunity of developing our minds and developing ourselves and building this tribe that that is like us and the people that we want to surround ourselves with. We basically get to rise up in life. We get to level up and to be that person that we really want to be. And we get to develop ourselves and our skills. And and so every day we spend at least 15 minutes, like, at least, if not more. You want that? Okay. Just a sec. Can you have Hope come here real fast? Sorry. We get to spend 15 minutes to like level up and to be the best that we can be as humans and as like moms. And can you take over for a minute? Just give him a drink.
Yes. Hold on. Oh, okay. I'm not muting you. But yeah, honestly, if you've ever been in a spot where life has happened and let's put it this way. A lot of people are on medication to help them just feel better. But the sad thing is, those have side effects. And after a while, you don't even feel better anymore. But that's probably largely because you don't have an environment of people who support you or who put positive mindset things into your head. Just like Ariane said, if you pay attention to the news and the people around you, a lot of it is negative, but you can counteract that by always trying to feed your mind with positive aspects or just mental growth mindsets. And by doing that, you're also going to succeed more likely with your goals, whether it is your health and fitness goals or it is your business goals. And we do that on a daily basis just by just feeding ourselves with the books that Ariane talked about, but also by connecting with each other, because you always know that there's somebody that you're like, okay, I'm really struggling with XYZ right now. And it's not therapy and no one's going to, hold anyone's hand or babysit anyone, but you know that there is that community of other coaches who know what you're going through, if that makes sense.
Yes. So the thing is that even if you were not to take this adventure of coaching, let's just say you don't, The problem is that you have a limiting belief in yourself, not necessarily about coaching, but some kind of like, what if I fail? Like the fear of failure. Well, that fear of failure is going to carry over into everything else in your life. So let's say you don't take this opportunity to do coaching. Let's say that you want to sign up at school to be on the PTA, but you stop. You're like, I'm not going to do that either because what if I fail at that? Or you decide, I want to like go start a dance studio. Let's just like throw these ideas out there. You're not going to go do that either because you have the fear of failure. So everything, every limiting belief is not about just necessarily a thing. It's the fact that you are fearing of failure in anything in your life. So you're not going to try anything because you're afraid you might fail. Well, last beautiful thing about the world is that we are always failing, but we're failing forward because failure is not a bad thing. Failure is like we are learning, we are growing, we are developing, and we're moving forward as we fail. If you're not moving forward in life or like learning or developing in any skill, you're simply sliding back. You just don't see it because you're not pushing yourself to go do something new. You're just kind of staying stagnant and then you slide back, and eventually you'll get to a point where like something's got to change. So even if for whatever reason you're like, no, I don't know if I could do coaching, bottom line is you need to figure out your fears and the fear of failure, and personal development will help you overcome that. So whether you say yes to coaching or not, it's totally up to you because we want to work with people that are willing to dive in, to put in the work because it does take work, but that are willing to grow and to learn. And it's so awesome to get messages from clients, from teammates or whatever about something that you help them overcome. I have a client right now that is like battling breast cancer. And because of our community, she's not in a dark hole right now. Because of our community, she shows up every day and does a workout and has people around her supporting her and bringing her up. That's helping her through a hard time in her life. So that's what our community does. And what it allows us to do is to grow and become genuine, happy, healthy, thriving humans. And to me, that's the greatest gift of all. Like, there's already enough, like we've talked, there's enough negativity out there. There's enough people that are going to crush the crap out of your dreams. Like, why would we want to surround ourselves with more of that instead of like surrounding ourselves with a chance to believe, a chance to dream, a chance to achieve, and a chance to grow and become better? That is what coaching's about. You have to be willing to be bendable, flexible, um, willing to fail because you're gonna fail. Like you gotta be willing to do that and doing all those things. And that is what it does. But not only that, like it can help your family financially. It can help you financially. Um, we get paid based on the lives that we change. So it all depends when people are like, well, how much money do you make? It really all depends on how many lives you change, how much you're willing to show up every day and extend the invite to someone, or extend like, do your workout, to show up and do your workout. If nothing else, you're going to get incredible results in the best shape of your life. Like, I was that bad. Like, that's like the least concern, like the least of it all. But you can make an income if you choose to show up and change lives. So
And you don't have to quit your full-time job or your part-time job. You can do this. Like, nobody expects you to make this your full-time job. I mean, if you decide to do that down the road, that is awesome. But I know I am not going to do that because I work at a family's business. And well, Ariane has 4 kids. I'm not sure that you could.
one day,
I think
one
you
day
could. Yeah,
I'll work
you
more.
can.
One day I'll work more
Exactly.
because I love it. But right now, it's you do what works for you. Like we want you to show up, have goals, have dreams, and be willing to work because it takes work. But we want those dreams and those goals to be based off of what you want. We can't tell you what to do, like if you're not willing to do it. It's all based on what your goals and your dreams are. And we kind of just mentor you through from that standpoint. Like, okay, this is what you want. Then here's kind of a roadmap. Let's go try this and kind of go from there. So
Yes.
anyway, so if you are intrigued for more, reach out to the coach that sent you to this, and we can give you some more information, more details on how we make money, and get you enrolled in our next mentorship that is starting beginning of the month, so that you can get rocking and rolling on your goals and whatever your goals, and learning more about what coaching is all about. So thank you
And
for
if nothing else, do the workouts as a coach, because coaches always seem to be just a little bit more committed. Even if you just do this as a hobby on the side, you'll be in the community, you'll have access, special access to coach training groups that are exclusive to coaches with super trainers, and they definitely always make more progress than if they just get a challenge pack and just get a workout and just kind of like delay starting. So that's another aspect of coaching. So let us know if that is something you want to do.
Yes, and it's going to keep you more accountable this time of year when everyone falls off the bandwagon. You won't fall off, but you'll still enjoy the holidays, and you'll still enjoy this season with less stress in your life and less pounds. So, anyways, thank you for being on, and we'll talk to you.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Bye.